So you have to write a research paper or do a research project. Where do you start and what can you do for the best results possible? This video will walk you through the steps and give you some expert tips for the best experience. You can find more in-depth information on several of the steps in our other video tutorials. Begin your paper or project with a topic and a purpose. This may be given to you by a professor, or you may have free rein to choose whatever you want, or it may be somewhere in between. If you can choose anything you want, you may need help coming up with ideas or narrowing them down. There are resources at the library that you can use to help. Under databases on the library homepage, library.northeaststate.edu, you will find the broad coverage databases box. In opposing viewpoints, you can look at the Browse Issues link to see a large list of topics. In SIRS Issues Researcher, you will want to look at trending topics, topics by subject area, or the All Leading Issues link. Finally, you can try Academic OneFile and look at Browse by Discipline. If your topic is too broad, there's way more information on it than you could possibly get into your paper or project, you will need to narrow it down. You can ask questions like who, what, where, when, why, and how to get to more specific aspects of the topic. You could also look at the associated problems, motives, or effects on a group. In addition, you can examine similarities, opposites, contrasts, and relationships within your topic. The purpose of your paper or project could be to inform, to persuade, to argue, to compare and contrast, or others. Like your topic, this may be given to you, or you may have to come up with it on your own. Before you delve into the literature on a topic, it is a good idea to get some background information on it. You can look in places like websites and in topic-specific encyclopedias or general books on the topic. Finding background information gives you an idea of what is encompassed by the topic and will give you help with the rest of the research process. The next step is to formulate your research question. This will guide you in your research and writing. Using the background information you have found and your own knowledge, ask several questions about your topic and choose one that interests you. It needs to be specific enough to provide a narrow focus to your topic, yet broad enough to warrant a paper or project about it. If needed for your purpose, a good research question will often lead to an argument or position. Once you have your research question, you can use it to help you develop keywords for your searching. Most library sources use keywords instead of natural language to construct searches. Keywords are the main ideas of your research question, plus synonyms of them and other words that get to the heart of the topic. For example, if your research question is, does education play a role in reducing juvenile delinquents' return to crime? You might have keywords such as education, juvenile, crime, youth, delinquency, school, and recidivism. These can be combined in different ways to return a variety of results. You can use the sources for your background information to help you find keywords for your topic as well. Next, you will take the keywords you have collected and use them to find sources for your paper or project. The amount of information you need to find will depend on the topic as well as your assignment parameters. Likewise, the types of sources you will consult will depend on your assignment. I recommend that you begin with the library resources, such as the catalog and databases, as they contain high-quality sources that don't take as much evaluation. Also, this is where you can find scholarly academic sources that are often required for college papers or projects. If you need to use internet sources, you will need to be extra careful when determining their credibility and appropriateness for your assignment. You need to evaluate all your sources before incorporating them into your paper or project. Is it timely enough? Is it credible? Does the author have appropriate credentials to be writing on the topic, or is it a known and respected publisher? Is the information biased? If you need any help finding or evaluating sources, please see a librarian. We are here for you. Once you find your sources, it is imperative that you read them. Don't just skim them over quickly or only read the first paragraph. You need to read enough of the material to really understand what the author is saying. This will generally be the entire article or chapter. In some research articles, you can focus on the introduction, conclusion, and discussion. Take notes on what you learn, including source information, so that you don't have to go searching again to find where your notes came from when you start writing your paper or putting your project together. After reading your sources and taking notes, you will need to develop your working thesis statement. What are you going to say about the topic in your paper or project? A good thesis statement will answer your research question and give your audience a good idea of what they are going to find in your paper. You will generally lay out the topic and points that you are going to make. It will also help guide you in the organization of your paper or project. An example of a clear thesis statement is Langston Hughes was a master stylist because of his vivid imagery, surprising metaphors, and effective alliteration. Before you begin writing, I highly recommend you construct an outline. This will help you organize your thoughts and notes and make the process of writing go much more smoothly. Include your major points and evidence for them. While you are writing, you will incorporate information from your sources to support what you are saying. It is better to use more paraphrases or summaries. Be sparing with quotes, using them only when the wording is so good that you just have to include it. Most of your paper or project should be in your own words. Form your own thoughts. You may find that you need to do additional research while you are writing. There may be a gap in information, or a fact that you're missing, or a new idea that you want to follow. This is perfectly normal. Adjust your keywords as necessary and determine the best place to search for the information. Make sure that you don't stop with a first draft. Visit the Learning Center to get someone to take a look at it for you. Read over it yourself and make sure that you have met the requirements of your assignment and that your points are clear and well supported. Examine the organization and ensure that it makes sense. Check for grammar, spelling, and punctuation. You should have at least 2 drafts of a paper. Projects need to have more than 1 draft as well. Put your paper and citations in the correct format, usually MLA or APA, as directed by the assignment. If you need any help checking the format of your paper or citations, please talk to a librarian. If you need any help with the research process or finding, evaluating, or citing sources, please don't hesitate to contact one of your friendly librarians. We are here to help you. Visit us at the library, call us, chat with us live, email us, or make an appointment for an individualized one-on-one session.